Now check this out. We know that we got my boy Ricky Rose. You know what I'm saying, Rick Ross? Hey yo, let me tell you something. Rick Ross is larger than life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting ready to give y'all the man that Rick Ross got his name from. Alright? So introducing to my stage right now, everybody in the building, I want y'all to give it up for my man, the real Rick Ross. Yo, Rick!
Flavor Flav!
What's up, baby? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Yo, welcome to my spot, man. Yo, Rick Ross, everybody. I got the real Rick Ross right here, G. You know what I'm saying? This is the real gem. The real diamond. You know what I'm saying? Word to the bird, G. Yo, thank you for coming by my spot, man. Word up, man. On this
paradise. Hey, this is paradise.
Yeah. This
European paradise.
Yeah. This is paradise. You know what I'm saying? Wow, Rick Ross
in
my
studio,
building.
Man.
Yo, thank you, man. I'm glad you like it, man. Word up, man. My little brother.
You always do it fly.
I'm trying, man. Well, yo,
where you want me to sit at?
Have a seat right there, man. Right there at that first pillow, right there. I got Rick Ross in the building. Rick, my dude, Rick Ross. I got Rick Ross in the building. Yo, I'm getting ready to sit down and talk to my boy Rick right now. Hey, yo, check 1, 2. Flavor Flav in the building. Yeah, that's right, G. I got my dude, my man, and my real good friend, Rick Ross in the building. Yo, Rick!
Flav, what's up,
going on, baby?
It's been a while. It's been a while,
Yo, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, bro. Word up, man. On the strength, it's been, what, about 2 years since I seen you?
We might just
or longer.
Casually. But the last time we hung out, man, that was when I first got home from prison.
Yeah, that's right. When you first came home from prison and the whole nine.
Do you remember that?
Come on, man. You spent my birthday with me,
You
bro.
called me. You said, man, I want you to come to my birthday party. I said, man, I'm on parole. You remember?
Yeah. And you had to get permission from your parole officer to come down to my birthday party.
Exactly.
Wow. And he granted it.
No, she.
She granted it.
Yeah, you know why, though?
Huh?
You know why?
Because I'm Flavor Flav. And not only that, but then also your probation officer had a crush on me. I already know what time it is, G. Hey, yo, probation officer, what was her name?
Wendy.
Yo, Wendy, thank you for letting Rick Ross.
Hey, when you did the Flavor Flav,
spend my birthday with me, man, that was big.
Flav, when she heard your voice on my phone, she fell out of the chair. Hey, I knew she was gonna let me go.
Hey, yo, let me tell you
when you
something.
said Flavor Flav,
hey, yo,
I said, I'm going.
But you know what bugged me out though?
That
when you came down, I still couldn't believe that I had the real Rick Ross with me at my crib.
Yeah. You took
on my birthday.
You took me all over Vegas.
And I took you all over
and you
Vegas.
Had me in that suite.
Huh?
You had me in that suite.
That's right. I had you in a nice suite.
The Mandalay Bay.
That's right. I had you.
That thing was about.
Come on, man. You know I had to hook you up, man. Let me tell you something, man. You ain't nothing but royalty, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Word up, royalty, man. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but royalty to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the hood love me.
All the
hood love me.
All the hoods
love me.
Man.
They love me.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, but bro, you gotta face this one thing, and you gotta remember this one thing. You are an idol, and you are a lot of people's idol, bro. You know what I'm saying? Word up, man. Mainly a lot of people that's in the game. Come on, man. You're the idol,
real.
Yeah, real. You know what I'm saying?
They love me.
But we. Oh wow! I forgot I can't curse because they try to monetize me
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's all right. But
My
real
bad.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, real people. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Not only that, but on my birthday, come on, man.
We had a ball. You was in that green. What was that, a Ferrari?
Yeah, that was
a green Ferrari?
Yeah, that green Ferrari, remember?
Yeah, you just,
we had to, no, that was a Lamborghini.
Was it a Lambo?
That was a Lambo. Yeah,
Okay,
that was a Lambo that me and you was hanging out with, hanging out in on my birthday, man. And that was my 50th, or my 51st birthday. I think that was my 51st birthday that you spent with me, Rick.
Wow.
Word up, man. You had just came home, man.
Just came home.
Word up, man.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, I ain't going up there.
Hey, yo, and you know what the best part about it was? You was home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Word up, man, because you was gone for a minute.
Not only being home, but to be home and to be cast in a situation that was unbelievable, you know. Because, you know, we did our time off of you, man, when you was doing the Flavors of Love. You know, everybody in there picking, man, he going to pick this one. He going to pick that one. And I didn't watch TV.
Right.
But when Flavor of Love came on, hey, man, where my seat at?
Wow. Hey, let me ask you this. Did you ever, when you was locked up, did you ever think you would end up coming back home? Did you ever think you would get out?
It was times. You know when you're doing that much time.
How much time was you facing?
I had life.
Wow.
So, you know, when you do that much time, your mind go in and out. You know,
right.
I'm gonna get out one day. That's what you're thinking. I'm gonna get out.
Right.
And the next day you're like, damn, I might not never get out.
Right.
You know, so those are some realities that you have to constantly deal with on a daily basis. You know, and your mind change from time to time. You know, you read a case, you know, some case law, and it looks favorable to you, and then the next day you read some case law, or the next week you read some case law, and it goes against you. So you know, it's like a roller coaster, man. You really go up and down, and it's a cold situation to be in. I don't wish that on nobody.
Yo, when you was locked up, did everybody in the jail praise you?
Mostly. I got a lot of love in jail, but you know you're gonna have a hater here and there. You know, somebody who just who they just can't see giving nobody else they do respect. So
right.
But for the most part, you know, for me jail wasn't. I mean, after I got used to being confined and I had accepted the fact that there wasn't gonna be any women around, because that's the most thing I missed about being in jail is no women. Like
right,
like damn, because
even though they had women in there, you just couldn't get to their side.
Well, the guys who what we call crack a guard, they go through a lot.
Right.
And I wasn't ready to go that far.
Right.
To be hanging out at somebody's door all day and and taking out their trash and cleaning their desks and going to get coffee and I rather spend my time studying.
Okay.
How to get out.
Okay.
And figuring out what was going to be my next move to one day be free.
Right.
I felt that was more important to me than trying to get satisfied, for a couple minutes or a couple seconds, and then the next thing you know, you right back in the same position where
right
you in that bunk,
right,
that steel bunk with that 2-inch thick mattress,
right,
and that plastic pillow, I just didn't want to go through that part of recycling. Because one of the worst parts about going to jail is your first couple of days. The first couple of days is always the worst, and after you settle in, because us as humans, we adjust very well to our environments, and your mind has a way of coming to grips
right
with the situation,
right,
and I rather come to grips and let reality sink in rather than trying to do things that's not going to happen constantly.
I mean, well, I know for a fact he definitely wasn't going to be the one taking out somebody's trash behind the desk and all of that stuff. Because first of all, man, I mean, when you got locked up, you came from a world of money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Came from the world of you had it all.
Yeah, I had everything I wanted.
Everything.
More than what I wanted.
Everything and more, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you was, excuse my language. But yeah, man, you was like, you was making like $3 million a day.
Days. I had days that I made $3 million. I had days.
And the average person wasn't doing nothing like that, man. You had your days of $3 million.
Most people would never see $1 million.
And then you had your days of making like damn near like $300 million a day too.
Not 300, no, not 300 mil.
Yeah, because you know how the wires be going around. Yo, man, he was making this a day.
No.
What's the most you made in one day?
About 3.2 million, something like that. Yeah.
And you did that on a consistent basis too for a while.
It probably happened a few days, 3 or 4 days a month. But every day I would touch $1 million.
Yeah.
It wasn't a day that would go by that $1 million wouldn't go through my hands.
Wow.
But sitting in prison and I was thinking about all that, and one of the questions people always ask me was, why didn't you quit? Why didn't you quit? And then what I had figured out when I was sitting in prison, I read over 300 books while I was gone. I taught myself how to read while I was there.
Okay.
And I read over 300 books. I wanted to get smart.
Right.
First book I ever read was Malcolm X's.
Right.
Autobiography by Alex Haley. And when I read that book, man, the book just hit me a certain way, Flav.
Yeah.
This is you. You and him are the same. In some ways, not every way, but we had some similarities. He couldn't read when he went to prison. So, man, after I started studying and I got into those books, it just started to open up my mind. And then what I found out was that I didn't quit selling drugs because I had came up with this fantasy that I should go to prison. And a lot of young brothers are going through that, even right now, and that's why so many of them gangbang, they carry guns,
right,
they're selling drugs.
Right.
In reality, those things are to send you to prison.
Right.
We think that it's to help us get rich.
Right.
But in actuality, it's all a game to send you to prison.
Right.
So if you get caught up in that game, then eventually you're going to go to prison.
Right.
And it's hard for most people to get out.
And we call it the game. And the reason why we call it the game, or the reason why I call it the game, is because it's a game that you're playing with the police. You know what I'm saying? And the whole nine. It's like catch me if you can. Because the police is playing for keeps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They playing for keeps.
And they don't have nothing to lose.
You know what I'm saying?
And they don't have nothing to lose.
They ain't got nothing to lose, man. The only one that got something to lose is the ones that get caught by them. But when you was making all that money, right, per day, like $3 million a day, after a certain point, why didn't you just quit? Why didn't you just get out the game and say, hey, listen, I got my stack. I'm good. I got enough to take care of my family. I got enough money for the rest of my life. What made you keep going? And because I know the hustling game, bro, can be very, very addicting. And the reason why I say that is because it got addicting to me when I was out there hustling. You know what I'm saying? And when you make a certain amount, it's like you want to double that. You know what I'm saying? You want to take half of what you got and you want to double that. You know what I'm saying? But why didn't you get out the game early?
I believe because I wanted to go to prison.
Because you wanted to go?
See, consciously.
So all in reality, your conscience got you what you wanted. Because they say, this is one thing that they say. The way you think things happen. You think positive, the positive can happen.
Absolutely.
You think negative, the negative can happen.
Absolutely.
So if you think that way, then you'll get what you wish for.
Well, it's not really a wish. See, you really don't wish for it. See, what I found out that we get out of life what we think about the most. And see, you can bring things to you out of fear.
Right.
You can be afraid of something. And that you're afraid of comes to you.
Right. Like that. Like I said, where you think things happen.
Exactly.
Right.
But not necessarily that you got to wish for it. Oh, I wish I could to go to prison. It wasn't like that. But I had fixed in my mind that I should go to prison because I felt that what I was doing was wrong. In my heart, I felt that selling cocaine was wrong.
Then why
after a while?
Well, if you felt it was wrong, why didn't you stop?
When I asked myself that in prison, I found out that in the back of my mind, in my subconscious mind, had already said that you got to go to prison. So you can't stop until you go to prison.
That's not true. And you know why? Because there was times when I was in prison, I sold coke too.
But I'm saying, you never...
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can't stop the flow of money, bro. Jail don't even stop the flow of money.
It don't.
Man. Drug, and not only that, but also in jail is one of the craziest places right now, the best places to get drugs.
But listen what I'm saying. With me, I had told myself, you should go to prison for what you did.
So did you feel guilty about what you were doing? Is that
I did.
why?
I did. After a while, when I first started, I didn't. When I first started, it was like
you was having fun and
I never saw a crackhead.
Right.
It was only after 4 or 5 years that I started to notice crackheads. I started seeing people that would get their food stamps up. They would pawn their TVs. And from experiencing all of that, it started to affect me a different way. I started to see myself being a hypocrite.
Right.
Because I would tell all the guys, don't sell to my cousin, don't sell to my girl, don't sell to my brother, don't sell to my uncle. But here I am selling dope to everybody.
Right.
Only because I had the power to do that. But your subconscious mind don't care about none of that bullshit. Excuse me. It don't care about none of that.
Right.
The only thing it knows is what you're feeding it.
Okay.
And if you keep feeding the subconscious mind something, it starts to react on it.
Right.
It starts to bring that to you. The same thing you were saying, but mine wasn't consciously, I wasn't wanting to go to prison. I was definitely not wanting to go to prison. You know, I was loving my life, you know.
Is it that you had a feeling that one day you was going to go?
But that feeling turns into your subconscious.
Okay.
And then when it goes to your subconscious brings that out. So you can't quit until you accomplish that goal. You know, it's like an athlete when they get their second win, when they're running so hard, that then their body automatically kicks in another gear and they get rested. I don't know if you know, if you ever ran a lot of miles and then all of a sudden you like tired and all of a sudden you get what they call a second win.
Yeah, yes.
So,
there's times when I used to exercise a lot. I used to run a lot, man.
And then
there were times when I did get that second win, Rick.
And I figured that out in prison. And I was like, wow, you thought your way in prison. Why don't you think your way out? And that's how I got out, Flav. I used the same strategy that got me in to get me out.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep, bro.
I told myself that you're going home. And I kept telling myself, oh, you're going to go home. You're going to go home.
Every day you told yourself that with a life sentence?
Every day. If you ever get a chance, you didn't read this article, I know. They did an article on me in LA Magazine. Oh, my God. One of the greatest articles they ever wrote on me. And in this article, I'm telling the guy all the stuff that I'm going to do when I get out of prison. And I got a life sentence. He's writing my obituary. That's what he said in the article, that he was writing my obituary.
Who's writing your obituary?
Jesse Katz from LA Times.
He's writing your obituary?
He was writing my obituary. But I'm saying, hold up, Jesse.
Oh, he was writing it.
Yeah, he was writing it.
Oh,
he wrote it. He wrote it.
He wrote your obituary?
He wrote my obituary.
So you have an obituary that's already written?
Yes.
That's crazy.
It was written in 2000. He redid it in 2013.
Not too many people that's living have an obituary
that they can read. I read mine.
Wow, that's crazy.
I read my obituary.
That's crazy.
And then in the article, he said that like I was a corpse talking. Like the corpse is elusive. No. What's the word when you like you saying stuff that you don't even know what you're saying? Like you just done lost your mind. You know, illusional.
Yeah, I was gonna say hallucinating.
He said I was illusional.
Okay,
is what he said. Because I told him, I said, I'm gonna be helping politicians. I'm gonna be having politicians. I'm gonna tell them what they should be doing,
right, and
how they should be handling it. And I brought him down to L.A. You know, when I spoke to L.A. City Council, because I went and spoke to L.A. City Council because they said they didn't want convicted felons to get marijuana license,
right.
And I couldn't understand why not. You let all these other people get marijuana licenses who had never been to jail, who never paid their time just because they didn't get caught. So you're going to allow them to get a license, but the ones who paid their dues, you're going to say that they can't get a license? And City Council agreed with me. They said, you're absolutely correct. Once you pay your dues back to society, you should be allowed to participate.
Right.
That's how I got my marijuana license.
So you got one now.
I got a marijuana license right now. I'm a legal marijuana dealer.
Wow, that's big, man. That's dope, man. I mean, you came home and you changed your life around, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
And listen, man, I just want to say, first of all, I commend you, bro. And I'm very proud of you, man. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine, because I know that everybody else that knows you and knows of you, when you first got out, they expected you to go back to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They expected you to go back being big again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
and you already had it made up in your mind before you left jail. When I get home, I'm gonna change my life. I'm not.
No, I changed in jail.
Yeah.
I changed in jail, Flav.
Okay.
I made my mind up that I had changed. I was a different person. I was not the same person that went in. I came out a different guy. When I went in, Flav, I was illiterate, totally. I never read a book.
Never read a book, but you was crazy rich. Crazy.
But see, sometimes we get smarts.
It ain't the money that makes you smart.
And intelligence, we get those mixed up with can you go to school and pass the test?
Right.
But smarts is equated in a whole bunch of different ways. I mean, you could be smart on a basketball court. You could be smart on a tennis court, on the baseball field. You could be smart in the studio. So it's a whole bunch of different ways of being brilliant. But with us, we have allowed the system to dumb us down because sometimes we don't function well in their system.
Right. And
so that makes us feel inferior in some ways, because you couldn't go to Harvard University. You didn't have what it takes. So I used to think that is what determines smart. But now I know that that's not what determines smart. It's more on your critical thinking.
Right.
How fast can you make decisions? How fast can you come up with the right answers that you're going to need in whatever endeavor you go into?
Right.
And now I feel like I can do whatever I want to do.
Yo, man, let me tell you, man. Do you know how many people that would have loved to be like you? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you an idol. You know what I'm saying? And mainly to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Just like, and this was real big to me when you said, yo, man, as soon as I got out of jail, who's one of the first people to call me? My man 50 Cent. And he said, you said he called you and said, yo, Rick, what's up? What you need? You was like, how did the 50 Cent get my number? Right?
Yep.
But then you end up saying, nah, I don't need nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's big, but I understood where 50 was coming from when he called you. I understood it, you know, because, hey, I'm from the hood, I'm from the game, I hustle. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine. And it's like, come on, man, you an idol, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like Rick Ross, Ricky Rose, right? Cause y'all had a little thing over the name, right? In the whole nine.
We did. I sued him.
Yeah, and when it comes down to you, Rick Ross, being like everybody in the hood's idol, you know what I'm saying? I understood where Rick Ross was coming from when he took your name, because nobody,
and I do too,
nobody did it like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine. And I felt Rick Ross taking your name, he's praising you.
He did, but he wouldn't tell me that.
Huh?
He wouldn't tell me that. He wouldn't tell the world. What you mean
he wouldn't tell you?
He wouldn't. He never said that. He's never said that yet. He's never came out in the public and said, "That's my guy. I like that guy.
Uh-huh.
I like what he did. I like what he stood for." He's never said it. You know, Freeway did from Philly. You know, he came out and said, "Man, that was one of my idols when I was growing up."
Right. You was one of my idols. You was my idol too. Come on, man. Listen, man, I had it going on up.
But that's all I ever wanted from him, Flavor. I didn't want no money from him. Yeah. I mean, he could have gave me. I mean, he could have.
He could have gave you your props.
He could have gave me my props. He could have gave me. He could have gave me. You know, a hand up. You know.
Is that why you sued him? Because he wasn't giving you your props, but yet he had your name.
I sued him. I didn't even really want to sue him. The lawyers came to me, and they told me that Universal owed me $50 million.
That Universal owed you $50 million?
That's what they said.
For what?
For him using my name, and for Universal putting my name on their product.
So what happened to the $50 million?
We didn't get it. We lost in court. We lost the lawsuit. I should have filed a lawsuit 5 days before I got out of prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I understood. I understood where he was coming from taking that name, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do too. Listen, Flavor, I know
is big.
I know he loved me.
You are huge.
And he recognized that he was going to get a lot of free marketing. You know, I was still in jail. I talked to Freddie Fox. You remember Freddie Fox?
Yeah, my boy Freddie. Come on, Bumpy Knuckles.
Yeah, I talked to Freddie.
That's my guy, man.
I talked to Freddie when I was in jail.
Yo, Fox. You hear this, G? You hear this, G? Yo, Fox. Yo, Bumpy. That's my guy right there. I'm getting ready to go see Bumpy, man, probably next week, man, because you know we doing music together, man.
You know, Freddie told me when I was in jail.
Freddie the Fox.
He said the first show that William Roberts did in New York, he went to the show. And guess what he thought when he went to the show?
What's that? He
thought it was me.
Wow. And it ended up being Ricky Rose.
He said he turned and walked out. He said he thought his man had got out of the game and got into hip-hop.
Wow.
So he was coming there to support.
Right.
But when he found out that it wasn't, he was turned off. You know, like, oh no, that ain't. Just saying that. Right. When he took the name, he took a name that he knew was already seasoned in the streets.
Yes.
The streets already had love for that name.
Yeah.
And some people had love for it and didn't even know why they had love for it. They had just heard, you know, from
other people.
From all the ballers, you know, saying, that's my man. That's my man. So, and like, I used to, you know, when I was in jail, I used to be sitting and I'd be like, damn, how did they catch on to me?
Right.
You know, I didn't really go nowhere. You know, I stayed around the house most of the time, and only a few people knew me. But then I had to think about it. Well, the guys that knew you, if they utter your name one time, it's in waves throughout the hood.
Right.
So now you got all of these guys who really send waves, and they mention your name, and they don't mention nobody's names. You know, they don't talk about people. You know what I'm saying? But for them to mention your name, it just send waves. You know, almost like, you know, like in
for them to mention your name. You gotta be doing big things.
You gotta be doing big things.
You gotta be doing big things, so, like the big things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, Rick. Let me tell you something, man. Nobody did it like you, bro. Nobody. Nobody in the streets.
Well, you know, Flav, right now.
Nobody.
I don't think nobody's gonna do it like I'm doing it now. Flav, I'm finna. I mean, it's like.
Hey, let me tell you something, man.
It's like.
You know what I always said? Man, El Chapo ain't had shit on you. El Chapo ain't had nothing on you, Rick Ross. Word up, G.
Hey, this legit.
You was doing it big like El
Chapo.
Hey,
Flav, this legit business is crazy. And
I know it's slow money, but slow money is better than no money.
No. It ain't that slow. It was slow at first. When I first got out, it was slower because I was on my knuckles. You know, I was running around on my knuckles and on my knees, you know.
Trying to figure it out.
And I didn't have no. You know, my mom lost her house 6 or 7 months after I was out.
Wow.
We got put out. I was homeless for a while. But, I could have called, hey, Flav, you know, me and my family. No, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
You could have got back in the game if you wanted to. And
I was riding around with Floyd Mayweather. And we losing the house. I know any day now the marshals is gonna knock on the door and put us out of our house.
Right.
And I'm sitting there and Floyd is like playing with stacks of money and I don't ask him for it. You know, I don't say, man, save my mama's house.
Right.
You know, I'm negotiating with Sony Pictures, with William Morris Endeavor.
Right.
Jeff Bird and Sony Pictures about my life rights. We negotiating. And they gave me some wood. And I didn't take it. You know, I told them, like, I ain't got screwed while I was in jail. And I ain't getting screwed on the streets if I can help it. I mean, you might hold me down, you know, 2 or 3 of y'all and rape me. But I ain't going to lay there and let you rape me. You know, you're going to have to take it. So,
when you got home, I mean, everybody was throwing all kinds of deals at you, right? To do movies.
But they wasn't really trying to help me.
They just wanted to just make dollars off of your life.
Take my stuff, you know, and you know, a repeat of this. You know, John Singleton did it with Snowfall. John Singleton was right there helping me do the script.
God bless John Singleton, and that was my guy.
Well, I don't feel the same way. You know, I think he did me dirty, you know, with Snowfall.
Okay, and I haven't seen it, but and you know
I haven't either.
And guess what? I just heard about Snowfall tonight.
Yeah.
Before you got here.
Well, it's been killing on TV. He's killing the TV right now. But he's gone into whole nother segment, you know, with the guy killing.
So did he portray you wrong? Is Snowfall
not really wrong? No, not really wrong, Flav. I don't know. I never watched it. But what's wrong is if me and you kicking it,
right?
You get a deal,
and
you don't even invite me in, but you using me,
right?
That's wrong. At least in my book.
True that. Hey, it's wrong in my book too.
So that's what he did. He went out and took the stuff that me and him had been talking about. He bought one of the first copies of my book. When I got my demo books, they gave me 10 books right before my book came out. You know how they give you the demos.
Right.
And that on the top, demo. You know what I'm saying? Across the front of the book.
Right.
He bought a demo for $100. So I guess he felt since he gave me $100 for a book, that gave him the rights to my story or to use my material in a way that he felt cool with doing it.
You never signed the rights over or nothing?
No.
And he just went and made a movie based on your life?
A TV series.
A TV series based on your life?
Yes.
Did he pay you?
No.
Wow.
The only time he offered, I ran into him one night, right? Red Grant was having a party in the hood. Red Grant had a party in the hood.
Yo, Red, what's going on? You know, I got to shout out my boy Red Grant. And you know what? Red Grant is the one that wrote my jokes for me for my Flavor Flav roast that Cat Williams hosted.
That's my
That
man.
was Red Grant that wrote my jokes for me.
love
I didn't
Red.
write my jokes. Red Grant wrote my jokes.
I love Red. Red is a funny dude.
Yeah, and that's my dude, man.
I ain't seen him in a minute, but we go to Red called me, man. I'm having a birthday party. Come through. So I come through, and something happened. So I got to go out to get somebody into the party.
Right.
So I'm going out. I'm going down the stairs, and I look down, and I'm like, John Singleton in the hood.
Boys in the Hood.
He did Boys in the Hood too.
Yeah, yup, he sure did. We talked about that the other day. I had Ice Cube here.
So he started to explain to me, oh man, I got some money for you. I want to get you on the set and da 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 da.
Right.
You know, but I was kind of like, too late. You know, if you that kind of dude, I don't even want to be bothered with it. Do what you do. He might have thought, that I was gonna let them dudes loose on him, but I wasn't with nothing like that because I had a couple guys with me that the boys want to go to the party, so I took a couple guys with me.
Right.
And he probably was a little intimidated. He gave me a phone number. I did take his number, and I called him the next day. The number was the wrong number.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, man. So since you've been home, you've turned down a lot of money.
Not a lot of money, but
way.
some money. I turned down some money. Irv and Chris Gotti had took me into Sony. They offered me, I think, $850,000, but they wanted everything. They wanted all my rights. They want documentary, book, video game, everything. And then, they was talking about that if they started to shoot, that they might let me come on the set sometimes. And I was like, you might let me come on the set, And then I go up to Ori Manuel.
You might let me come on the set and you shooting a movie about my life? You talking about y'all might let me come on the set?
That's what they said. And then I go to and meet with Ori Manuel.
Yeah.
And he tells me that I got to take orders from Mark Wahlberg. And I'm like, I don't take orders from nobody. I don't care how much money you got. Money don't really move me,
Why did they want you to take orders from Mark Wahlberg? Was Mark the one that
Mark took me there to him.
Oh, Mark
But
Wahlberg
I guess basically,
took you to them.
Yeah, I guess basically what he was saying is that he wasn't going to be dealing with me. And if I wanted to do the deal with William Morris, that I was going to have to be going through the chain of commands and, just a bunch of stuff. What didn't even need to be said, really. Like, if we're going to do something, let's do it. And who I'm going to be dealing with. And then they offer me some chump change, too, I think they offered me $650,000. They offered me less than Sony did. So, at the end of the deal, it's been rough. It's been a rough journey. We did the documentary. I had the #1 documentary on Netflix for a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, I killed Netflix. But my partners beat me on that as well.
Wow.
I wound up not making a dime on that documentary. The good thing about me, though, is that I never make money my God. With a lot of people, money become their God.
Right.
Like,
that's right, Rick.
They'll do anything for money.
Or damn near anything.
Right.
That's right.
Me, I have limits of what I'll do.
That's
for
right.
Some money.
I'm with you.
And I just can't do it. I'm just not gonna sell my soul or my beliefs in my standards to enrich myself. You know, I believe that I'm smart enough to take my wits,
right,
my hustle, and I'm still healthy, man. I'm still moving around well, you know. 62 years old now, and I still get
62?
around. I'm 62, man.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the 62nd floor, Rick. Word up, G. I turned 62 in March.
Yeah, so I felt I could do it on my own. You know, I felt that I could get out here on the streets, stay away from the cocaine, you know, the hard drugs, and just weed my way in. And I did. And it's starting to show now. And the world is going to take notice to my mentality.
And let me tell you something, man. I commend you, bro. Like I said, man, on not going back down that.
Yeah, you told me don't go back the first time we met. That was the first.
Right.
That was the first thing you told me. Don't go back.
Don't go back.
Don't go back.
Because I didn't want you to go back, man. And not only that, but you know, man, by me getting to meet you and hanging out with you, man, I got to enjoy you. You know what I'm saying? And when you enjoy something, you want to keep it around.
Yeah.
And that's why I gave you that piece of advice. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine, but
we partied in that club that night too.
We partied like hell.
That club was packed.
Yes, we did, man. But I'm glad that you didn't go back down that road. I mean, if you went back down that road and something was to happen and you was to get caught, then you definitely wouldn't see the streets for the rest of your life.
Oh, no question.
You know what I'm saying? And you trying to play it smart, man, because I mean, the only thing that we value most outside the breath that we breathe is our freedom. And when we don't have our freedom, we become dependents, man. And we depend on people to take care of us, man. We depend on people to come and drop that money in our commissary, you know what I'm saying?
You become a liability.
Yeah, you know what
Somebody
I'm saying?
has to be taken care of.
Yeah.
A paraplegic almost, you know.
And you was refusing to go back to that.
Oh, no, I couldn't go back to that.
And that's why
I got 2 babies, Flav.
Wow. Well, since you've been home? Or?
Yeah, since I've been home. I got 2 babies.
Yo, congratulations on that.
Yeah, I got a boy and a girl, man. Oh, my goodness. Because, you know, I never raised none of my kids. And it's crazy how things happen.
How old are they?
My daughter is 9 and my son is 10.
Wow. So you did that like damn near as soon as you came home.
Yeah, I had my son, well, she must have got pregnant probably about 7-8 months after I was home.
After you, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be because I've been out. I'm going on 13 years, though. I'm going on 13 years being out, and he'll be 12 in January. So no, he'll be 11 in January.
Hey, yo,
I get
man.
Mixed up.
Hey, there's times,
you know,
man,
I got about 15 grandkids.
When I get mixed up and I lose count too. I ain't gonna lie, I got 8 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real, man. And you know, sometimes you know, I got 8 grandkids too. And sometimes, Rick, I get mixed up too, so I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
you know,
it happens.
You've been home 13 years, boy. Yo, that's a blessing, bro.
Man, it's a blessing. And you know, I'm doing pretty good right now, Flav. You know, I'm building my first marijuana grow.
Okay.
I'm gonna be growing marijuana myself. You know, up in San Bernardino.
That's big, man. Right here in LA?
Right here in LA.
Wow.
And the amount of money I'm gonna be making is staggering. Something like $2 to $4 million.
And this time legally.
Yes, money. Well, you can't put it in the bank, but you know, you can't put weed money in the bank.
Hey, I don't see why not if it's legal.
You ain't supposed to. It ain't
you
federally legal though.
To,
it's not
but
federally.
People do it. People make money off that weed, man, and they go straight to the bank with that bad boy, man. Shoot.
It ain't federally legal though.
It ain't all in their crib and shoe boxes and under the mattresses and all of that. Nah, a lot of people, man, making money off this weed right now. It's big stacks, man. Straight to the bank.
And then I got my own brands. I got like, I got 2 brands that's out right now, and I got 3 more that's on their way.
3 brands.
And I'm giving people weed brands.
Weed brands? You have 3 weed brands? What's the name of the brands?
I got LA Kingpin, Freeway. This shirt that I'm wearing right now, that's one. This shirt is a bag of weed.
Hey, yo, you know what, man? You know what you need to do? You need to bring me some of your merch, man. Bring me some of your merchandise, man.
I'm going to do
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
I'll do that.
Man, so I could support that right here on my podcast,
I'll do that. You got that.
You know what I'm saying? But not only for me to sport it on the podcast, but give me a shirt to wear through the airport.
I got you. I got you. No trip.
Give me some stuff to fly around in, man.
I got you. I got you.
Give me some stuff to walk up in the club with. You know what I'm saying?
I had books and everything sitting on my counter for you, man. I'm so excited, you know, because I ain't seen you in a couple years.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, you finna go see Flavor Flav.
Hey, you look good too, bro. You look good, like you've been taking good care of yourself, man.
I done got a little fat Flav. You know, when we was together last time, I was ripped. You know, I was ripped up. But I've been eating cookies. You know, they got vegan cookies and cake.
Yeah.
And, all that stuff we didn't have in jail. So I've been treating myself a little.
But you came a long way from being homeless. Come out of jail. You went to jail rich. You came home and you chilled. Then you was homeless for a while. I mean, that's a big transition right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then I remember talking to you on the phone, and you said, yo, I'm selling cars now. You had a car lot, right?
Yeah, I had a car lot.
How did that work out? How did that go, man?
It helped me.
Do you still have it? Do you still sell cars?
I got out of the car business.
What happened to the car lot?
Well, the weed takes so much time that, you talking about 5 brands. So I had to go to dispensaries and do signings. I got 2 books.
Okay, but what that got to do with the car lot? I'm talking about what happened to the car lot.
It's only so many hours in a day. Like, then I got my 2 kids who play tennis.
Right.
So when you look up, you're like, you can't do everything. So what you have to do is you have to start eliminating the things that are the least important to you. And
your car lot was least important.
It was least important, yeah. And selling used cars is kind of a headache, because I still got my generosity, and people would come up and they'd be like, Rick, man, I'm a good person and I only got $500, but I want that car right there, and I'd be like, that car costs $14,000, and you only got $500. What's your credit look like? Oh, my credit toe up. Damn, we're gonna have a problem. But my daughter need a car to go to college, and how much can you afford?
Right.
Can you afford $500 a month? No, I can't afford $500. How much can you afford? Well, I probably could pay $100 on a $14,000 car. You only got a $500 down payment.
Yeah.
And guess what I do? Give them the car.
Wow, that's big.
And you know how many payments they make? None.
That's big, Rick.
So
you got a big heart, bro.
So I kept going through it, and I was like, man,
tired of this.
You can't do this.
Right.
It's not the business for you. So I let it go. And, my boys still do it though. They like it. And
so now you're getting into the weed business now.
No, taking over the weed business.
So
I'm taking over the weed business.
So what's going to happen now? Somebody come to you and be like, yo, Rick, man, I'm about to lose my crib, man, and I need a quarter pound of weed, man, but I only got $300. Are you gonna give them that quarter pound?
Well, I'm in a better position to help people now. Because my money is coming in regular, so I can help more people. In the car business, your margins is a little tighter, and it hurts you a little more. But in the weed business, you got some room.
Well, God says you can't keep it unless you give it away.
Share it.
You know what I'm saying?
Share it.
But not giving it all away, Rick.
Well, the Bible says, don't cast your pearls to swine. And what that means to me is that you don't give your time, your money, or nothing to people who don't appreciate it.
Right.
You know, people who are just gonna take it and waste it, throw it in the trash can. So, you
Right.
know, now what I do is I try to pick my people that I'm gonna help first. I want to help everybody. You know, I want to.
Or help everybody as much as you can.
Exactly.
Because in order for you to help me, you got to help you first.
Right.
First law of nature is self-preservation. Yes.
That's why they tell you on the airplane.
Yeah, man.
Put the mask over your face first.
Yes.
And then do your favorite kid.
And you know what my favorite scenario to that is? That self-preservation thing. It's like, if I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying, and I want a potato chip, you can't give me a potato chip unless you got the bag. So do whatever it takes to get that bag so that way you'll be able to give me a potato chip. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do the right thing to get the bag. Because if you do the wrong thing to get the bag, God can make sure that you lose the whole bag. Then you won't have no chips for you or me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how God works, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how he works, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know, you say chips could be for money, potato chips.
That's right. Money, potato chips, whatever, you know.
Yeah, that could be transferred into a whole bunch of different languages.
Yeah, you just got to do the right thing to get the bag.
You're absolutely correct.
Because right now, that's the terminology for that stack of dough, man. Yo, I got a bag for you, G. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come do the show for me, Flav. I got a bag for you. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, hey, everybody got bags. Everybody want to go out and get that bag.
No, they do. They do.
You know what I'm saying?
But they don't want to put the time. You know, most people don't want to put the time and the effort. You know, while I was in prison, you know, I read over 300 books, Flav.
Wow.
So when people talk to me, you know, I was when I used to go in the offices and talk to the big wigs, you know, I just be sitting there like, they don't even know who they talking to. They think they talking to Ricky Ross, the dope dealer, who was illiterate. They don't know you read 300 books. They don't know that you read your 3 favorite books 25 times a piece, so often that you adopted those principles as if they were yours, that you live by those principles that was in those books. That you totally reframed your way of thinking. They don't understand that. They think they dealing with the little guy who grew up in South Central, you know, that all he ever did was sold dope. But they got you twisted.
Yo, bro, I'm going to tell you something, man. Before you came here, I was watching your interview.
Which one?
That you did on Vlad TV.
Yeah, Vlad loves me.
You did a couple of
Vlad loves me.
Couple of interviews on Vlad TV.
Yeah, he loves me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not only that, but I mean, I got to learn a lot about you, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that I even really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And the main reason why that I really didn't know a lot that I learned tonight is because it never really made me a difference. I got to know you as the person. You know what I'm saying? You became my man when you came home. We hung out and everything. You became my man, and that's all that mattered to me, man. You know what I'm saying? In the whole 9. So that's why I commend you, because of the life that you lived, and before you got locked up, and now the life that you're living since you've been home from jail. You know what I'm saying? And since you've been home from jail, I know it's been a crazy journey, but
it's been fun though.
But the main thing is your feet is still on the street.
Hey, Flav.
And that's what counts.
Hey, Flav. I spoke at Brown University in the auditorium, standing room only.
Wow. How did that go?
And they paid me. They paid me. I spoke at Stanford, UCLA, USC, St. John's,
You were going
Louisville,
around doing
Kentucky.
speaking engagements?
Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know how many high schools I done spoke at. I done touched so many high school kids that it ain't even funny. Man, sometimes I be walking the street, right? And grown dudes will come up to me and say, man, I was in Oakland one day, right? And this Spanish kid came up to me. He was pretty big, about 6'2". He was like, man, you spoke at Juvenile Hall when I was there. You changed my life. That's how I'm doing what I'm doing now. I was like, wow.
Yo, that's big.
It was all worth it. Because had I not went through what I went through, I wouldn't be able to tell them what they gonna go through if they don't get their stuff right.
Right. Right. And you know what? It's the same here, Rick, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people, man. When I used to go around doing speaking engagements at detention centers, group homes, we even used to go to jails, colleges, you know, and, you know, me and my partner, Chuck D, you know, we used to go around doing these speaking engagements and stuff back in the day and everything. And, you know, a lot of brothers, man, come up to me and they say to me, yo, Flav, just thank you, man. You helped change my life. You know what I'm saying? Or you helped save my life.
Yeah.
You know
All that
what I'm
help.
saying?
All that is like motivation.
Because words go a long way, bro. Mainly when you speaking the right shit, the right thing. You know, knowledge goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? So what you were doing, Rick, at these colleges and at these schools, you was dropping knowledge, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
You know
when I
what
do
I'm
Vlad,
saying?
that's why I do Vlad. I don't do Vlad because he pays me. That ain't why I do that. I mean, the little money he give me is nothing. I do it because the young brothers, they watch it.
Right.
And they tell me they watch it. Because if they wasn't telling me, if I didn't know that they was watching, I wouldn't do it no more. I would never go on the show again.
It makes a lot of sense, bro.
But he gets so many of the young brothers that watch it because, you know, all the rappers be on there and stuff. So they be saying, man, you make a lot of sense. You know, just telling me the stuff that I feel that I should be letting them know. Because I wish that somebody would have told me. I never would have had to go to jail. If I would have had me when I was coming up, Flav, I never would have went to jail.
Right.
I never would have went to jail. I never would have committed a crime. Because I would have known that there's more money that been mined out of the mind of a man than can ever be mined out of the ground. See, I didn't know that at one time. I thought that more gold came out of the ground than came out of the mine. But now I know it's all in your mind, what you think. As a man think in his heart, so it is. So now I'm in a position to where I'm molding myself, you know, like a piece of clay, to be whatever I want myself to be.
Yo, check this out. Back at home, in the Bronx, Long Island, Brooklyn, Queens, I got a lot of homies right now that's real still heavy in the game. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they real heavy in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? In the coke game, the dope game. You know what I'm saying? Some in the weed game. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine. And a lot of them is making huge amounts of money right now still. Some haven't been caught. Is there any advice that you would like to give to all of the brothers that's in the game, that's doing it big right now? Is there?
Well, you know, Flay, I tell the young brothers too, you know, when I go to those juvenile halls, I tell them how special they are.
Right.
Because they don't know how special they are. But it takes a special breed.
Uh-huh.
A special breed to know that you're going to go to jail if you do this It's a possibility that you could go to jail tonight.
Right.
But if you keep doing it, you know you're going to go to jail. You're going to get caught.
One day.
But to continuously do it under those type of circumstances is really a special person. Now, what they have to do, though, is they have to take those same skills and that same die-hard mentality, meaning that somebody might kill me tonight, but I'm still going. I might go to jail tonight, but I'm still going.
Right.
I might have to kill somebody tonight, but I'm going. When you have that type of mentality, you can't be stopped. Nobody can beat you. Especially if you start to do things that are safer.
Right.
Things that are not going to get you killed.
Right.
Things that are not going to send you to prison. Things that you don't have to kill for.
Right. Right.
See, when you flip to those type of situations, all you can do is flourish. There's no way that you can't. It's like right now, out here in business, I feel like, you know, when I used to watch football, they used to say, he's like a man playing against boys. So when I walk around the world right now, I feel like I'm a man walking around boys, because when I see these guys like the Ori Emanuels, like, you would never go to prison. You would never do something that might send you to prison. If they told you if you keep working this job, they're going to lock you up, you'll quit. But them youngsters on the street, somebody tell them that all the time. Boy, you going to go to jail. Okay. I'm still on this block. I'm still taking care of my business.
Oh, I felt a sneeze coming. Yeah.
So when you take that same mentality and put it in any kind of business,
right,
you can't do nothing but flourish. And that's why I'm having the success I'm having right now. You know, my young guy who I tried to put on the phone, who wants to talk to you.
Right, the boxer.
Kid Austin.
Okay.
You know, some people say that he may be the best fighter ever.
What's his weight class?
He's 135 right now. He's only 18 years old, though. 7-0. You know, a few national titles. I think like 7, 8 national titles, and heading up, acting in movies. He's finna be first movie role. Just got accepted for his first movie role.
Oh, that's slamming.
I don't know if I can say the name of the movie yet. Up for another movie.
Well, you can if you want.
Well, I don't know. You know the people. You know how those people are in the movie business. Don't mention it, because for a while before he got the role, he just got the role today. They was definitely saying, "Oh, don't mention the name of the movie," and so forth. But anyway, just another one of my accomplishments that I've been able to do. You know, when I was running around with Floyd Mayweather, you know, I wanted to get into boxing. He didn't let me. So I wind up with another Floyd. Now I got my own Floyd.
How you got your own Floyd? So and Floyd got Tank Davis too. Boy, my man Tank.
My man gonna whoop Tank so bad.
You think so? Cause I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't see Tank lose a fight yet.
Yeah, but they've been handpicking this fight.
My dude.
They've been handpicking.
My dude Tank got guns.
He only got one punch though. He's a one horse pony. You know, his show is only one pony.
Man,
my guy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. That one punch is a mother ball. I love Tank, man.
My guy hit you with both hands. He'll switch up on you in a drop of an eye. He'll be fighting you with the right hand. Next thing you know, he done jumped over to the left side, and they can't hit him. He don't think nobody can hit him.
You think he can stand up to Tank?
He want to fight Tank right now. He wants to fight Tank right now.
Would Tank give him a fight?
No, Tank ain't gonna give him a fight. You know, they babying Tank. You know, they picking the guys who can't punch. And
ain't Tank around his weight class?
They the same weight class.
135?
Yeah.
Yeah.
135, 140. My guy can move up to 140. You know, he might be able to get down to 126, you know, if he really wanted to. You know, but he fights at 130, 135. But yeah, him and Tank the same weight class. He won him, you know. Him and Devin Haney been going through it. They went through it a little bit.
Yo, little Devin Haney?
Yeah, he went through it with Devin.
Come on, man. Let me tell you something, man. When I started my godson off boxing, his name is Nico Ali Walsh. He's the grandson of Muhammad Ali. And when I started him off boxing, we used to take Nico to a spot called the Hit Factory out in Las Vegas. And Devin Haney was a little shorty, working out at the Hit Factory. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
The whole nine. Let me tell you something, man. Right now, Devin Haney is a beast. He's a beast, bro. I went to Devin Haney's last fight that he had at Mandalay Bay. Devin Haney tore this kid up. Tore this kid out the frame, man.
Man, you got to come see Kid. Kid gonna send for you. He want to send for you at his next fight next month on the 22nd.
Man, I got Devin Haney win right here on this phone, man. I was so proud of my little man, man. I call Devin Haney my little man. The reason why is because he was little when I first...
We're going to make Floyd your little man. We're going to switch that up. You make Floyd your little man.
Yeah.
And Floyd going to be your little man.
Hey, and let me tell you, my godson, Nico, oh, man, he ain't no joke, man. He just had his first debut out.
What's his weight class?
Was we in Minnesota? Where was we at? Out in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
A couple weeks ago. About a month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago. You heard about it,
Yeah, I heard about it.
My godson ain't no joke, man. Let me tell you something, man.
What's his weight class?
Huh?
What's his
weight class? Is about, like, I don't know, maybe 160.
Oh, he a big kid.
Yeah, like 160, 165 or something like that.
That's a money class too.
Saying? And when everybody, like when ESPN was asking me, yo, Flav, what time is it? I tell them, yo, it's a knockout time. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't joking, because when my godson got in that ring, TKO'd the boy, man, 1 minute and 40 seconds in the round. TKO'd the kid. And this is his first pro fight. You know what I'm saying? So I love to come to your boys' fight, man. I love to come to kids' fight.
We're going to bring you out.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to bring you out. We want you to come out.
I love to come and see what the young man can do.
Hey, Flav, you know if I say it, Flav, I'm going to stand on it.
Okay, I'd love to come see that. So are you his manager?
He sparred with Devin.
He sparred with Devin?
Yeah.
How did he do with Devin?
According to who you ask.
I'm asking you.
If you ask Bill, what
I'm asking you.
Floyd said,
how did he do with Devin, or did Devin stand up to him?
Floyd said he beat Devin 4 rounds out of 5.
Wow.
He said he got tired. He said they was fighting 4-minute rounds. In the 5th round, he was tired, and Devin worked him. But he said before that, he was hitting Devin whenever he got ready. So
he worked Devin the first 4 rounds, but then on that 5th one, he got kind of tired. Devin worked him on that 5th round.
He said Devin got with him. But you know, he been crying. Him and his dad and Devin's dad been going back and forth on the internet. And
I know Devin's dad too. That's my dude.
Bill, yeah, Big Bill.
That's my man.
Yeah. Big Bill, cool. I like Bill.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna be interesting. You know, all those guys are gonna be here together. Sooner or later they're gonna have to fight. Well, Kid is finna be so big doing boxing. You know, he's gonna bypass all of them as far as money goes.
Right.
Because that was my goal, not to have him to beat up on everybody, but I want him to make more money than what Floyd Mayweather made in boxing. That is my goal, to see him make like $1 billion.
Well, Floyd damn sure did good at boxing, and he made good money in boxing.
Still making good money.
Still making good
money.
He
just made $100 million. He just made $100 million a couple weeks ago.
Floyd Mayweather made over $1 billion in boxing, and I call Floyd Mayweather the smartest fighter that ever put on the gloves. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows how to go in the ring and not lose. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't lose. You know,
and now we got Floyd Schofield.
And if anybody can prove me wrong,
name
me one fight that Floyd Mayweather lost. Nobody could do that.
He never lost.
Wins everything.
No, he never lost.
Never lost. You know what? And every time he goes in that ring, he's gonna win. You know why? Because he has it all planted right there, and he knows.
Wait till you
strategy.
see my kid. They say he's a mixture.
A mixture of Floyd Mayweather and who?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Wow, Sugar Ray Leonard's my boy too. You know.
Hey, they say he hit like Sugar Ray.
Wow.
They say he hit like Sugar Ray.
Okay.
And he can't be hit like Floyd. Nobody can hit him.
Wow.
Like he gets right in their face and they can't hit him.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see kid get down.
Wait till you see him. Wait till you see.
Word up.
And let me tell you this here. I don't care who it is. It was a little girl. She's about this big. She wouldn't leave him. She just wanted to stand on his side. Like kids are just like, he's almost like a magnet. He's almost magnetized.
Yeah, kids gravitate to him.
They gravitate to him. So he's finna get this new generation of people who are not even necessarily just fight fans, you know, just because he's one of those type of people, man. I don't know. I mean, they just drew me in. You know, I met the kid. One of my guys called me. He said, man, I got this kid. Man, you got to see him fight. So I go and see the kid fight. And after I start talking to him, I was like, man, this dude is unusual. You know, he's not normal, you know. But you're going to get to see. I'm going to show you.
This is amazing, man, that you on this type of journey right now, bro, you know. Yeah, that's right, y'all, everybody. I got the real Rick Ross right here in my studio, sitting on my couch. You know what I'm saying? And we kicking the lyrics, G. Let me tell you something. My man has been on a crazy journey. A crazy lifelong journey, you know what I'm saying? And it's so much.
And it just started. It ain't even.
It's so much different from where you started off at to how everybody knows you.
Play.
To where now you sitting in my studio on my podcast talking about boxing.
Hey, Play. Guess what we doing right now?
Transition.
Guess what we doing right now?
Yeah, what y'all doing right now? What's going on right now?
I'm doing my own documentary. I got all my friends, everybody that I can think of, telling their best Rick Ross story. They all telling their best Rick Ross story. It's gonna be crazy. Some of the stories that people,
you got everybody.
I don't know everybody, but I'm hoping that people will find out that we doing it.
I was going to say, you ain't got everybody.
No, we ain't got everybody yet.
I know you don't.
We finna get you.
I know you don't.
We gonna get you.
Oh, okay. You knew where I was going. You knew where I was going, Rick.
We already talked.
I'm that serious, G. Hey, I better be on your documentary,
me and my guy already talked about it.
Word up, G. Hey, yo, if I'm not on your documentary, then I'm going to have to turn on like Kid on you.
No,
we gotta fight.
We don't want that.
Nah, I know you might knock me out, Rick.
Flav.
Rick might take me to the canvas, baby.
Hey, Flav,
I better be on your documentary.
You on there? You on there? You already on there? But you know, I haven't had your number since before I got home. I don't even if you remember the first time we met. What was her name? Man, I can't even think of the lady's name. She used to work for Priority Records. White girl. What was her name?
It wasn't Cheryl, right?
No, it wasn't Cheryl. What was her name, man? She used to come and see me.
Okay.
And y'all stayed in the same neighborhood. And one day, she was getting out of her car, and she said, there go Flavor Flav. And this was before you did your reality shows. And I said, let me speak to him. And she called you and put us on the phone. And that might have been like 20 years ago, though. It was a long time. You don't remember.
Yeah.
You don't remember.
No, I don't. I mean, it's kind of vague. Like, it's kind of, it's kind of like familiar, a teeny bit. You know what I'm saying?
But you know that I've had your number since I've been home.
Wow. That's big.
And I only use it.
That's big.
I only use it when it's time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't call you and be like, "Hey, Flav, man, how the sun?
Right.
How the weather?" You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, check this out. I'm about to do my documentary too. You know what I'm saying? And guess who I signed with?
Who you signed with?
My boy Mark Wahlberg's company.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's right. I'm gonna be doing my documentary with Mark Wahlberg's company. Yeah, man. Come
Mark
on,
is cool
that's
though.
my dude,
Mark
man.
is cool.
You know, so when I shoot my documentary, I have to write out a list of a lot of people that they want to interview about my life and shit. I gotta have you on my documentary.
Done.
Because you was with
when
me
you told
on my
me,
birthday when you first
hey, when
came
you told
home.
me to come here
I'm
tonight.
documenting that.
Hey, when you told me to come here tonight.
Yes, that part.
I popped up.
Yes.
On time.
Rick.
On
time. You came. You don't know how much, bro, that I really appreciate you, man. Come in here,
we
man.
Finna do some.
Keeping your word, first of all. But second of all, you're here in my studio, man. And to me,
and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
This is big to me.
Your studio is beautiful.
Royalty. Thank you, man.
I've been in a lot of studios,
Flav. I appreciate you, man.
I've been in a lot of studios around the country. I've been in a lot of studios, Flav. I done sold a lot of books. What they offered me, what they offered me for the movie deal,
right?
I made that in books already, out the trunk. You know, I published my own book. You know, my book is self-published.
Okay.
So that means when I sell one,
you get the money.
I get all the money. All the money.
Well, I know you've been in a lot of studios, man, all around the world and around the United States and everything.
This is one of the flyest ones, if not the flyest. No disrespect to nobody else.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hey, you can thank my little brother Tarek for this, man, because
they put you together.
That for me.
They put you together.
Yeah, they put me together. They got me looking right. They got me looking
right. You should be proud. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very proud of this.
You done did a lot of stuff, though.
Yes. And you know what? And still got a lot more to do, man. You know what I mean? So, check this out. Before we go, let everybody know what's next right now for Rick Ross.
Well, we start shooting a movie in January. I don't know who they're going to have playing my role yet. I got Kim Hardy and Reginald Hutland. You know, Reginald Hutland is directing.
A movie on your life?
On my life, yeah.
It's finally going to happen now?
It's going to happen.
Because I remember there was years ago we sat in the office.
Nick Cassavetes.
You remember that, right? Yes. And that was supposed to happen. And we talking about I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. Maybe 8 years ago.
Maybe 8.
Yeah, maybe like 8. About 8. Damn near 9. Or something like that. And y'all was negotiating that. And to this day, it still didn't happen. So, it's gonna finally happen now, Rick?
Yeah, Flav, I couldn't do a movie where I can't go on the set whenever I get ready.
Right.
I mean, if they was doing a movie about you and they say, well, Rick, you can't come on the set every day,
then you can understand
that. But about me?
Yeah, no doubt.
You gonna get a writer? You gonna get a writer more credit for the movie than you gonna get the one who lived the story?
Right.
The director? You gonna get a director more? The actor? I mean, you should want me there with the actor anyway. You know, shout out to our boy Michael K. Williams, you know, who just passed.
Right.
You know, he played me in Kill the Messenger.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he played my role in Kill the Messenger. He called me one day. I was like, Michael K? I don't know Michael K.
Wow, Michael K. played you?
Yeah.
Michael K. was my man, too. God bless him, man.
And it was like, man, Michael want to take you out for dinner. I was like, free meal? At that time, I'd take a free meal.
Wow.
So we went and we sit down and he was like, man, you know, I won the role in Kill the Messenger. And he said, it's going to be a big role for me.
Wow.
I said, they got room for me in there, Mike? He said, I don't know, but I'll go ask him. I said, all right, go ask him.
And I could see him playing you, bro. I could see that.
And he came back and he was like, bro, they said they ain't got no room for you. I said, yeah. I said, tell them they ain't got no room for you either. But I thought about it though, Flav. You know, I slept on it that night.
You just said, look, just let it go, man.
I called him back. I said, Mike, I said, do the role, man. He said, Rick, I'm going to try to clean that shit up too. He said, because that shit they got me doing right now is not you.
Wow. So he kind of shaped and molded it a little bit for you.
A little bit, I know.
Because they was trying to portray you in a crazy way.
Yeah, they want me to be a baboon.
Yeah.
You know, and Mike was like, oh, no. You far from that.
Right.
You know, and then when they did the release, you know, me and him did the releases together. And,
right.
And we didn't build no real tight relationship, but, you know, we was cool, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was sad that, you know, he just passed not too long ago. But I just wanted to throw that in there, you know, that the brother had played my role.
God bless Michael K.
Yeah,
bless Michael
and his family,
K, man.
and the family. Because, you know, they going through it right now to lose somebody, you know, of such a magnitude.
Yeah, my condolences goes out to him and his whole family, man. And not only that, but to all of the close friends that he had that loved him. You know what I'm saying? And the whole nine, including myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so they making this movie on your life now?
Yes.
What else is going down, Rick? What else is next for Rick Ross? I mean,
I'm also working on a TV series. Eventually, once this pandemic clears up, I want to do my own podcast. You know,
okay.
I want.
You better have me on it.
First guest.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
First guest.
I'm gonna hold you to that because you know what? I premeditated my first guest.
I'm working.
You know who my first guest was?
Who?
Mike Tyson. I premeditated Mike to be my first guest, and God granted me that wish. And my first guest ever in here was Mike Tyson. Mike. I called Mike and asked Mike would he come down and do this. He was like, yo, man, let's set it up. I'll be right there. My dude came here for me. But, I mean, you know, I did, you know, his podcast with him, too.
Yeah, I did Mike, too.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah,
he's a trip, right? That's my guy, man. Hey, you can't help but love Mike, man.
Oh, no, Mike
we're longtime friends.
Mike smoked all my guys out.
That's right.
He just kept passing out weed.
He will do that. Hey, he's got the Tyson Ranch, baby.
Yeah, he kept passing out the weed.
Yeah.
And Mike's a vegan too.
Huh?
Mike's a vegan.
Poor fella. Hey, I say poor fella because I feel sorry for all you vegans, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm a meat eater, man. I love my chicken. I love my steak. I love my pork chops. I love my ham. I love my bacon. You know what I'm saying? I love my chicken. I love my shrimps. I love lobster. Man, you vegans, y'all missing out. Y'all missing out. Hey, but get it in. Also, and you know who else I had this conversation with?
Who's that?
My boy John Sally. He's a vegan too.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, John Sally's a vegan too.
John in the weed business too.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, me and John, we hooked up. I forgot where me and John had hooked up at, but
yeah, he's in the weed business too. But that's why, to all you vegans, even my little brother Tarek is a vegan. You know, yes, he's a vegan.
Congratulations.
Straight up
31
vegan.
years. Wow. 31 years. Yeah.
So y'all can congratulate each other. Me, I'm going to feel sorry for y'all because y'all don't know what you're missing,
Thank
man.
you. Hey, thank you.
Meat, good meat. Come on, y'all. Let's eat. That used to be the grace. That used to be my grace. My uncle used to be like, hey, let me say the grace. Here, meat, good meat. Come on, yo, let's eat. Man, listen, man. Yo, so
those are some of the things that I'm doing right now.
Uh-huh.
What else I'm doing?
Wait, I have a question. Could you ask him what it was like trying to be vegan while locked up? That's something a lot of people wonder.
Wait. What's the question, little brother?
What was it like trying to be vegan while you're locked up?
Was you a vegan while you was locked up?
That's why I started.
Okay. So what was it like? What was it like, Rick, trying to be a vegan and being locked up?
Tough. it was tough at first. When I first turned vegan, they didn't cater.
What made you turn vegan anyway?
It was a bet, man.
Huh?
A bet.
A bet that you wouldn't
bet
do it?
that I couldn't do it for 6 months. My partner was telling me, right.
While you was in jail?
Yeah, my partner, he was.
So you turned vegan in jail?
Yeah, I turned vegan in jail. My partner was clever.
Your partner was what?
He was clever.
Kevin?
Clever.
Clever? Oh, okay.
He was clever. So.
Well, what's clever about being a vegan? I'm sorry, man. I ain't no
Well,
vegan.
you got to talk about. I was like you.
Eating meat?
Eat meat, all meat, every meat, good meat. The only thing I didn't
My
like
God,
about the
now
hog.
you talking my language.
The only thing I didn't like about the hog, he wasn't big as an elephant.
Huh?
The only thing I didn't like about the hog, he wasn't big as an elephant.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was hoping he was big as an elephant.
Why, you would have ate him too?
I ate the whole thing, one bite at a time.
Hey, well, I had a piece of elephant before, man. I even ate elephant trunk in my life. Word, I even nibbled on the tusk, baby. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, so he
never
bet
ate
me,
no elephant
he bet me
in
that,
my life.
He bet me that I couldn't do it for 6 months.
You did it and won the bet, and then you ended up staying vegan?
Yes. I went back after I beat him out the $100. I treated all the fellas to chicken that day. The day that I won the bet was chicken day. You know, chicken day in the pen is like crazy.
Oh, it sure is, because I sold my pieces of chicken for packs of cigarettes. I'm serious, man. Yep, each piece with the thigh and the leg together was a pack of cigarettes. Cause when we used to smoke in jail in Rikers, cigarettes.
That was before they illegalized them.
Yeah, that's before.
Because when they illegalized them, you could do take one cigarette and make 3, and that'll get you a whole tray.
Yup, a whole tray. Oh man, you a fool, Rick. Yeah, you right.
That's real though.
It's real.
That's real.
That's right.
So I win the bet, and I got all this chicken. I got $100 worth of chicken in the pen. I spent a whole $100 on chicken.
Wow.
So I'm eating chicken. My boy come by, I'm licking on the chicken leg, and he just shake his head and keep walking. Man, I got so sick that night. I threw up all over the toilet and
the chicken, you threw it all up?
All of it.
Is that because your body
had changed
that fast within 6 months to where now you couldn't hold chicken down?
The grease.
And it
felt like
okay.
It felt like I ate a bucket of lard.
Okay.
You know, if you're just taking grease, just eating it.
Right.
So I was sick that night. So I said, you know what? If I get through this tonight, I ain't never eat meat again. And that was the last time I ate meat.
Wow. Well, bless your heart, brother. And may you stay a vegan for the rest of your life. A guy like me, I love you.
Enjoy your meat.
I'm trying
Enjoy
to tell
your
you
meat.
now.
And when I cook at the house, I'm going to have your meat cooked, but it's going to be cooked in a separate part of the...
Hey, it's okay. No, you ain't even got to do that, man. When I come to your party, man, I bring my own meat. I bring my own ribs. I bring my own bucket of ribs and all that, man, to your party, man. Hey, yo, check this out. Lastly, before we go, is there anything that you would want the world to know about Rick Ross, the person? You know what I'm saying? Like me, man, I got a heart of gold, man. You know what I'm saying? I love people. You know what I'm saying? And,
I do too.
And the whole nine.
But that's why we get along so well.
I mean, the way that you are, is there anything you want the world to know about Rick that they don't know, that they should know, and maybe people might be misconceiving you or something, you know, or blowing you out of context or taking you out of context or whatever? What is it you want the world to know about Rick Ross, man?
Did I get money? I get money. No.
Hey, Hey, well, that's one thing everybody knows, because you do get money, and you did get money, and you're still getting money.
I'm pretty much an open book though, Flav. You know, I got, you know, I'm using Instagram now, so you know, I'm on there a lot, talking to the people, educating and teaching.
Right.
I think most people don't understand. I'm a teacher. You know, the reason I did so well in cocaine because I taught how to sell cocaine really well.
Right.
And that allowed my guys to flourish. And I found out that I could take those teaching skills and I can use them in different avenues. You know, just like with my babies. You know, my babies are great tennis players now. You know, it took a while, but I eventually found a way to get the message to them that I was trying to relay. And that's what a teacher's job is to get the student to get the message so that they understand it. I think that I'm pretty good at that.
Yo, that's dope, Rick. So, yo, promotion time. Whatever you want to put out there, promote. Get it in.
If you smoking that weed, make sure you go get the Freeway or the LA Kingpin or the Yayo brands. Those are mine. I'm going to look out. Also, when I open my dispensary around November, maybe December, I'm going to have the best marijuana deals in the whole world. Go check out my Kid Austin, #1 fighter in the whole world. I know Flav got a couple guys that he really like. We're gonna put it on him though, Flav. I hope that don't change. I hope that don't change nothing with us. But my boy gonna put it on them. They got it coming. They gonna get a whooping. Follow me on Instagram, Freeway Ricky, Twitter, Freeway Ricky, Facebook, Freeway Ricky Ross. Check me out. Also, if you want to get my books, don't go to Amazon, please. Go to freewayrickyross.com. And I'm going to autograph it. If you buy both books at the same time, you get a free T-shirt. So check me out. Booyah.
Everybody, my boy, the real McCoy, Rick Ross. Rick, thank you for coming through, man.
Come on,
thank
man.
you for a wonderful podcast. Thank you for a
know.
wonderful show, man. Word up, man. And I really enjoyed you in here tonight, bro.
I enjoyed you coming, man.
I'm quite sure everybody out there is going to really enjoy you, too. And not only that, but the new you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because the new you, man, yo, that's my guy.
The new and
even the old you was my guy, too.
I'm finna start dancing, too. I'm finna take some dance lessons.
We go, yo, we might end up finding Rick Ross on Dancing with the Stars.
Ain't no question. You know. So check us out.
Yo, Rick Ross, everybody. Yeah, boy. That's right. Another episode of the Flavor Flav Show, G. Word up. We get ready to blow this up like the bomb to Hiroshima. Baby, yeah. Rick Ross. Thank you, Rick. Boom. Let me come around here, man.
My man.
Give my dude this love, man. Rick Ross, everybody. Rick Ross.